What's up guys, Lil YZ here. I am finally back, and I know you guys have been wondering, Lil YZ, where the freak have you been? I mean, seriously dude, it's been like nearly a year since you've uploaded a video. I know, it's pretty hard to explain, but let's just say I've been researching more, and I've been more involved in the Muslim apologetic versus Christian apologetic community. Now, one of the many interactions I had was with a Muslim apologist channel called, well, simply the Muslim Apologist. But he also refers to himself as MENJ. But honestly, as Christians have just been calling him MENJ throughout the past year, I guess that's what David would refer to him as, and it's shorter, so I'm just going to use MENJ throughout the entire video. So if I say MENJ, you know who I'm talking about. So me and MENJ have a discussion in the comments of one of the videos he uploaded, and of course he re-uploaded the video titled, "Oh Worshippers of Christ." It's a poem that we've refuted too many times to count. But surprisingly, our discussion, unlike some other discussions I've had with Muslim apologists, the discussion was actually quite pleasant. It was nice. We were both respectful to each other, and it definitely was not mean-spirited. Again, unlike some other instances I've had with Muslim apologists. But yeah, definitely surprising. That it was a pleasant conversation. But on that video, I ask MENJ a very simple question. I say, MENJ, name a verse where Jesus claims to be simply a man, nothing else. And then MENJ responds with John 17:3. But I counteract by showing that verse is not problematic to the Trinitarian view. It fits nicely, and in fact, the surrounding verses point towards the deity of Christ. But sadly for MENJ, here's where the Dawa train starts reeling off the tracks. His response, sadly for him, is that glorifying God does not make a person God. That wasn't my point, MENJ, in the first place, but whatever. And then he also says, why does the Son need the Father to glorify him if the Son is already God in the first place? This is mere deflection by MENJ. He doesn't really counter my main points. He still is yet to prove why John 17:3 necessarily disproves the deity of Christ. And of course, as I said earlier, he just hasn't countered my main points of why it does not disprove the deity of Christ. So as you can see, this is an example of deflection. But for MENJ, this was not the only example of deflection in this comment board. It's not like it was a rare one-time occurrence, because in fact, it happens in the very next comment after I explain why the Son would need to glorify the Father. He deflects yet again, saying that my statements in my comment apparently contradict Luke 18:19, which, by the way, we've heard that verse 1,001 times. We've responded to it 1,002 times. And after that, he just kind of kept misunderstanding my clear statements. I don't know if it was just because he didn't know how to respond properly, or I somehow miscommunicated, even though I thought it was pretty clear. This often happens when talking to Muslims, sadly. Either deflection, vague insults, or unsubstantiated claims, and most of all, misunderstanding even though you're very clear. But in this video, we are actually not going to be talking about this comment board between me and MENJ, because it ends pretty quickly, as you can see. We're actually going to be talking about when I looked up MENJ to, find some more videos. Maybe he has some more on the deity of Christ. Maybe he has some more debates or something. I just wanted to see some more videos, and I just so happened, because I looked up MENJ, I just so happened to stumble across a video by the channel David Wood Re-Uploads, and the video is titled, Who is MENJ Really? And once I read that title, I knew I just had to click on the video. I'm not going to skip out on this. Well, here we go, guys. Time to see who MENJ is really like, and that's the question I want to figure out right here, right now. So, we're going to be checking out how MENJ responds to Christian commenters, what he has to say about Christianity. I'm very intrigued. Who knows what he's going to say? I have no idea. Here we go, guys. Let's go. Time to watch Who MENJ Really Is by David Wood Re-Uploads. Here we go. Alright, right off the bat from MENJ, we have Christianity is a false religion. F Christianity. I mean, geez, MENJ, if we're going to follow Muslim standards, then This is real bad, and this shouldn't be allowed, and this should be banned for hate speech. I mean, if people like Hatun can't mock the Prophet Muhammad, then what the heck is this? This is even worse than mockery. He's saying F my religion as a whole. Who knows what that implies? And then down here, he responds with, because your weak God is dumb. MENJ, I think the only God who's dumb here is Allah, tricking everybody into thinking that Jesus died on the cross. Even non-Christian scholars and historians think he died on the cross and reject the Quran's claims that they did not crucify him or kill him. So, what the heck is going on here? Not only did he trick everybody into believing that, but this is one of the main things, if not the main thing, that led to Christianity as a whole. Not only that, but Isa being super unclear and even tricking expert rabbis and Pharisees and Sadducees into thinking that he was claiming to be divine. So obviously, Allah was dumb by raising Jesus to himself, saving him from the cross, not letting anybody know, thinking that he died, and also Isa being mega unclear, even tricking experts of his day into thinking that he was claiming to be a divine person. This beat got a fire though, you feel me? Demon God, what the heck? I like how the Muslim apologist over here has great disdain and hatred towards demons, when in fact, guess what guys? It was his prophet that gave the satanic verses allowing the pagans to intercede in praying to Allah with other gods. So, oops, I guess? Seems like a bit of a double standard moment by MENJ here, not to call out his own prophet about something he hates. What the heck? Demon God, what the frick, dude? Alright, now I wouldn't be lying if I told you that I don't really know much about the situation. I haven't studied this controversy at all because I have better things to do, like study the text of the Bible and stuff like that. But, worst case scenario is that Ravi actually did these things, but if MENJ is going to say that he's not sad that Ravi died for doing these things, aka being a sex offender, then apparently MENJ is going to have to rejoice over his own prophet's death, considering the fact that his prophet would literally have to register as a sex offender in every state for consummating the marriage with a 9-year-old Aisha. So yeah, once again the double standard by MENJ, calling out Christians or God for doing particular things, but he doesn't call out his God, Allah, or the Prophet Muhammad for these things. Oh, that's so nice. I really hope you find Jesus. And then MENJ replies with, I don't worship half-naked man gods. Very open-minded. I sense so much open-mindedness, especially with the Muslim commenters. I don't know if it's the spamming of the emojis, not understanding our clear points, or stuff like this, the insulting and bad language. But I mean, I just sense so much open-mindedness. They ain't stiff-necked at all. What the frick are you talking about? Get out of here. Stiff-necked. What the frick? Of course they're open to change. It's not like the Islamic community has forced their hand and they're not changing because of pretty much death threats. But hey, you better believe. Big brain, open-minded folks. Yo, I couldn't even imagine the outrage in France if somebody like spat on the Quran. Every Islamic channel will be like, oh my gosh, Islamophobia, look at this, Muslims are persecuted. Hey David Wood, Sam Shimon, and Apostate Prophet, why don't you talk about this? You always talk about Christian persecution, blah 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 blah. But apparently, a Muslim apologist over here can just do it daily on a whim, and nobody bats an eyelash in the Islamic community. Double standards, man, double standards. That's what I've been talking about. It's always double standards. This is why I say to atheists, just sit back and relax and always have to comment. oh, none of this is real in the first place, so I laugh at you guys. And I do think they sometimes have a reason to laugh. There's a lot of double standard in the community. Why does he keep thinking this is an insult? In fact, I actually think it's kind of cool and kind of awesome that God would come to Earth and die for us. But nah, Allah doesn't love you that much. Yeah, it definitely wasn't the best idea by our boy MENJ over here. If we look at the battle map right now, Yasser Qadi Kingdom is in a complete state of anarchy, and the Dawa team's expansive efforts have now been reduced to rubbles thanks to Soko and the atheist apostates. And MENJ over here has enacted his baby bombers to attack David Wood's round, but it's been more disastrous than the Hindenburg, and multiple of MENJ's fans are like, you know, the Japanese civilians during World War II, you know how they were in bunkers for like 40 years, still thinking that the war was going on. Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on with MENJ's fan base right now. Considering the fact that MENJ has not continued the war, it's basically over at this point. Everybody thought he was gonna, like, make 25, 30 videos debunking David Wood, but he only made a handful, so what do you mean by declaring war? The war is over, dude. Unless he wants to continue it. Epic. There's so much tu quo qui here. Ma, you kiss across to blah blah blah. Yeah, this guy, not the best in argumentation. Just gonna say that right off the bat, and hopefully Muslims can realize that too. Hold up. Why does he keep calling Yahweh a pagan god? Usually when people use the name of Yahweh, they're talking about the God of the Old Testament, so I'm not sure how the God of the Old Testament is a pagan god. It clearly implies monotheism. Yo, wait a minute. Yo, is MENJ the first Muslim apologist ever to declare that the Trinity is found in the Old Testament? Because Muslims think the Trinity is pagan, so that must be what MENJ is saying. Oh my gosh. Yo, baby steps, people, baby steps. He's slowly getting there. There we go, MENJ. But sadly, I had to burst this bubble right here and right now. MENJ, I wouldn't have this forbidden opinion, as you saw with Yasser Qadi. If you have a forbidden opinion, then you may have to disable your comments because people are coming after you. So, sorry to spoil your fun, MENJ, but sadly, your own Muslims had to ruin it for you because they'll basically harass you if you have a forbidden opinion, something outside the Dawah script. Look at that, he literally said, I'm not interested. What the frick, dude? Apparently, we can't convert this guy. That's how I feel about most of the Muslims I talk to in the comment section. We are not converting these people. Good thing there's tons that come on to talk to Rob Christian and Sam Shimon. They definitely seem open-minded, but it's just really frustrating. He literally said he's not interested. Could you imagine if I said that about Islam or becoming an atheist? Everybody would chew me to shreds. Oh my gosh. Well, YC's not open-minded. Look at that. Clear evidence. But apparently, his fanbase just don't care. Hold up. Did he just get... Hold up. Let me go back. Crap. I had to see this to believe it. 21 likes, dude. Go Crusaders, you Christian debaters. 21 likes on his own gosh dang vids. You see right here that he's not really debunking the claim that Islam is a bad ideology. I would like if he took the IP route. What's that, you might ask? Positive statistics for your own religion. That definitely would have been a good counter, instead of Christianity is a pathway to hellfire, spouting his opinion. And ladies and gentlemen, the origin of the thumbnail. I know you guys have been wondering why Pepe the Frog is the thumbnail the entire time. But yeah, this is the origin. So boycott Mensch, I guess, since he forced my hand into making that the thumbnail. But I just have to comment on his last statement, screaming, "Please save me," but no one saved him. Is he referring to, my God, why have you forsaken me?" Which is not asking for help at all. He's just confirming that all things have been accomplished. He has satisfied the wrath of God. Yeah, my God, why have you forsaken me? Is not screaming for help. In fact, we go a couple of chapters earlier, and we see in the Garden of Gethsemane that Jesus literally says, "The Father's will be done," which of course is about him dying on the cross, taking our sins. So Jesus, Isa, if you believe that's Jesus' words, literally said, "The Father's will be done. I'm happy to oblige and die on the cross." Is that still screaming for help? And a nice way to end a video is some scripture verses. I would have liked a verse about stubbornness. That would have been nice. But thanks for the video, David Wood Reuploads. That's a great compilation right there. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction to the undeniable intellectual masterpieces of MENJ's comments. I know I sure didn't. So yeah, in conclusion, guys, just like most Muslim commenters, not gold at all. I still saw multiple misrepresentations, multiple fallacies, very little substance in the comments, often vague and unsubstantiated arguments, and most of all, just changing the subject, deflecting, and not really countering to the main point of the opponent. This is what I see in most Muslim commenters, so why should you expect any different from the comments of a Muslim YouTuber? You shouldn't at all. So in conclusion, if there's any Muslim just so happen to be listening, please try to fix the flaws in your own community, because I do not find these comments to be convincing. I am not doubting my Christian faith because of these comments. It's actually more affirmed, because if this is tossed against Christianity, then oof, your side isn't that good in the first place if it has to rely on these type of comments. So hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm gonna have to relieve the pain somehow from seeing the sheer nonsense of MENJ's comments. But God bless, guys. Thanks for sticking around this entire time with me, and peace out.